Right off Real Madrid at your peril. My goodness, they've done it again. An extraordinary match at the Sánchez-Pizjuán. Real Madrid coming from behind to beat Sevilla by 3-2, and that's where we start today's ESPN FC.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Sevilla versus Real Madrid post-match analysis and reaction. And today we are going to react to ESPN's analysis. And of course, if you like this type of content, please don't forget to like the video.
Right off Real Madrid at your peril. My goodness, they've done it again. An extraordinary match at the Sánchez-Pizjuán. Real Madrid coming from behind to beat Sevilla by 3-2, and that's where we start today's ESPN FC. Welcome to the...
I couldn't disagree with Dan. That's on point. Never write off Real Madrid, regardless of the situation.
In the end, though, nothing given. Real Madrid celebrate yet another comeback. A remarkable season for Carlo Ancelotti's side. And what that means is that they sit now 15 points clear at the top of the table. They have 6 matches remaining. Barcelona have 8. It would be a miracle, though, wouldn't it, you feel now, for Xavi's side to catch Real Madrid at the top of the table. What a game.
If Barcelona fans had any hope, that's gone forever today.
What a match, what a moment once again. Pablo, they're unbeatable, you can't stop them.
Incredible. That Real Madrid team is something, phenomenal. The mental strength of that team is incredible because, they've been really poor in the first 45 minutes, but then they go into the second half and they produce this kind of performance, with a great comeback. They get the 3 points. It's just, they believe the experience, to produce those magic momentums on the game, to kill the game off. That's incredible. For me, it's not the first time. That always happened recently with this Real Madrid team. So, credit to them, to be honest.
That swagger, that belief, Stevie, is something.
So, absolutely. I can't disagree with Jabalata. He was on point. First of all, yes, we were poor at first half. And actually, our both goals was because of mistake from Militao.
Have that kind of collective belief that you can come back in these situations.
The thing that I find incredible about this team is that the majority of sides who are 2-0 down away from home, who come back and make it 2-2 from nowhere with 5-6 minutes to go, will then say, right, this is it, we're holding on to what we've got. This team doesn't do that. This team thinks it can win. Even though there's 5 minutes to go, even though they're away from home, everybody's against them, they just believe that they can do it. And once again, they've done it.
Stevie absolutely nailed it. Most teams, when they're away from home, they would be satisfied or content with 2-2 result. But we're Real Madrid. We will go for the win. That's what separates us with other teams. Never give up and go for the win.
There's another side to this discussion. There's a mental weakness from Sevilla. While the lights came on for Real Madrid in the second half, the lights went off for Sevilla. And the belief that Real Madrid has, Sevilla does not. And what they know for certain is that Real Madrid, once they get going, they fear that. And what you saw from Sevilla in the second half was fear. Because now all the movement, all the possession, all the rotation that you were seeing in that first half was not happening. It was all Real Madrid all the time. There was no outlet for Sevilla, hanging on just for the sake of hanging on. 0 possession, 0 releasing of the pressure. And in the end, Real Madrid says, oh, you think you're gonna stop us like this? Early goal, then a second goal, and then a late goal. 3-2, Sevilla. See you guys later.
Somehow LA finds a way to find faults in opponents rather than finding ways to credit us. You have to credit our team, especially in second half. The way we played, the intensity, the possession, the chance creation, the movement, everything was perfect. This is why we came back. Yeah, you can say Sevilla has some tactical mistakes, like sitting back so deep, which is kind of wanting us to go aggressively, but that's different story. Even if they're sitting back, if we don't attack, we don't create chance, we don't play 100%, we would not win. Simple as that. And we won because of our football.
To that point, though, it isn't just Sevilla. We saw it with PSG, we saw it with Chelsea as well, Pablo. There's something about this Real Madrid side that psychologically exploits their opponents.
Absolutely. This is what I was saying before. I mean, it's not the first time that we have seen, Real Madrid, come back from, being down 2-0 or 1-0 and playing poorly, and then produce moment of magic that allowed them to win games. So that's why, as an opponent, when you're facing Real Madrid, you need to do the perfect game. I mean, you don't need to do mistakes. If you're winning, you have to keep pressing high at the pitch. You cannot give the ball, to them to control it, because, they have quality enough in that team, and they have the experience, the composure, the calm to say, we are Real Madrid, we know that we're going to win the game, we're going to score goals. So, that's something that, I really appreciate from that team. They have that spirit that they always give them a chance to win games.
You know who?
One thing that we have that most other teams don't have is the winning mentality. We have a DNA called never give up. And this is what, again, we saw today. I mean, we saw against PSG, we saw against Chelsea, and again today.
You have to wonder what Lopetegui said to them at half-time, though. Because as Alex
Don't say that again.
everybody knows that this side couldn't be as bad in the second half as they were in the first. So you instinctively, as a football player, have to know that this is going to be a different side.
Right.
And so you should be ready for that. It looked like Sevilla walked out and thought, we'll just do what we did before, and we'll be fine. The game's done and dusted. We're 2 up. They haven't bothered us. They haven't troubled us. Don't worry about it. That's the kind of impression that they gave us. So I would love to have heard what Lopetegui was saying, because if he wasn't going around making sure and reminding this team what they were up against, then that's a dereliction of duty.
I mean, this is why I wasn't a big fan of Lopetegui when he was with us. I mean, I watched most of the games of Sevilla, especially big games this year. All the possession they have, all the fancy, whatever you say, the chance creation out of that was abysmally poor. In some of the big matches, his tactics is also not good enough.
What's interesting, Ali, I mentioned it, 39 goals in 39 games for Benzema. What would be interesting was to go through those goals to see how many of them have been match winners, how many of them have been key, because it feels like every single one of them have been crucial in this charge that Real Madrid have put together.
In the early part of the season, it was Benzema and Vinicius scoring the important goals. Vinicius has cooled off over the...
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Vinicius at first half of the season was what an amazing player. Like, he was scoring and assisting. Right now, he's just assisting, not scoring as many goals as he was doing, but which is part of football. Sometimes you have good time, sometimes you don't play your best.
The last couple of months, and it's been all Benzema all the time in this decision-making goals, in these moments of truth, and it's been in the biggest stage, Champions League. Today against Sevilla, it wasn't a title decider. We all think that Real Madrid is going to win this thing, but it really puts Sevilla away. In those moments, and while he had chances today, who else would you want with the opportunity beyond the 90th minute to score the game winner? Even if he had missed 10 chances, my vote is give it to Karim.
Yeah.
Give it to Karim, because I know with certainty that when it counts, when it's all on the line, this guy's going to score goals. Why do I know this? Because I see it all the time. If I'm a Real Madrid player, that's what I'm doing. I say, I am finding Karim inside the 6-yard box, inside the 18-yard box. I say, Karim, here, buddy, go ahead and win it for us. And he did it again.
Benzema had 2-seater missed. Again, I said, he missed 2-seater. That's how shocking it was. But when it comes to match-winning goal, he was there. He got the winning goal. Like the composure he had, like 4 players in front of him. I did not see any space at all whatsoever. And he found a net. That shows how amazing player he is. So a couple of key points from the game. Tactically, the second half tactics was perfect. Like changing Valverde to midfield where he likes to play and bringing on Rodrygo to right wing was a game-changing decision. And that's why we played much better in second half. The man of the match was Rodrygo for sure, because he got the first goal and an assist for the winning goal, and the impact he had was incredible. And other than him, the player who impressed me the most was Carvajal. Yes, at first half he struggled a little bit when he was playing as left back, but second half, what a performance by Carvajal. He got 2 assists. It's not the assist, playmaking, defensive, everywhere. Like, he was so perfect. And the other player who also impressed me was Valverde. I mean, you saw it in second half, especially when he was playing as a center midfielder. Like, he was everywhere, like defensively, offensively, like decision making wise. What a player we have. I wish we could have 11 Valverde in the team.